Good evening everyone. Welcome to Tsuriou's second masterclass. Today we will be teaching you about Tsuriou's color science, the importance of color to choose the right jig for the right time and to maximize your effectiveness when you're fishing. So let's recap of what we learned last week. Squid have three types of vision. Black and white, they see everything in black and white. So today we'll be covering how to create the best silhouette with colors, the importance of colors to create silhouette to target their black and white vision. After that, they also have the UV vision. With the heightened vision, they can see UV, so they can detect UV. That's why there's jigs that's coated with UV. And finally, they see bioluminescent. In deep sea, they attack prey that is bioluminescent, so they can see glow in the dark light source. Yeah. So different company have different color concept. So this is our Tsuriou color concept based on science. A lot of company, their concept, they tell you what to use, but they will never tell you why you need to use it and how you need to use it and how you use it effectively. So for us, we'll be teaching you different colors has different purposes and how you can use it effectively so that you know how to use it, why you need to use it and how you need to use it. Okay, so let's get into the details. So the color of the rainbows all have different wavelengths. So certain colors have longer wavelength and certain colors have shorter wavelength. So colors such as red, orange and yellow have longer wavelength. So they have longer wavelength, and colors such as green, blue, they have shorter wavelength. So what's the difference with the longer wavelength and the shorter wavelength? Longer wavelength, so it's less, the frequency is much less, so between the wave from one wave to the other. So you can see the long frequency. So red color have long frequency, so from one to the next one takes a while, so the frequency of it is much longer, and for other colors it's much shorter. So long wavelength colors like red, they have less frequency, longer frequency and less energy. So with the shorter frequency, you have more energy. So for colors like blue, that is short in frequency, they have more energy, so they can penetrate down the water deeper. And for red, they have less, long wavelength, so the frequency is longer, so they have less energy, so they can absorb much faster when they are diving into the water. That is why the sea is blue in color, because of the energy of the colors. So blue, they can have more energy to penetrate deeper, and for red, they have less energy, so they can penetrate less down the water. So what does it make? So you can see the wavelength is different. One is longer wavelength and one is shorter wavelength. High frequency and low frequency. Low frequency, low energy. High frequency, high energy. So blue color, high in frequency, high energy. Red, low in frequency, low in energy. So colors that have low energy, they tend to lose its color as it dives down. So it gradually become black in color. And so for blue color, you have high energy, so you can penetrate it. Water molecule, it will act as a filter, so you actually absorb the color and filter out the colors. So the colors with the less energy, they get filtered out faster compared to the colors with higher energy. So you can see here, this is our chart of our concept. So for red, as it gets to 5 meters, it starts to lose its color, orange and yellow, and subsequently for blue, it can dive much deeper into the sea. So I'll come to the front. So just give me a second to go. So our purpose for tonight is how to use different colors to create the best silhouette. So how do we turn all these different colored jigs, all these different color jigs that you see in the store, there is so many of them. Which one is going to be effective is what you have to learn tonight. So because it helps to understand different colors to create the best silhouette. Because a lot of companies, they just show the concept of what you need to use, but it leaves it up to you to go and test their products one by one to find which one is the most effective color. For us, we don't want to do that. We want to create the concept for you to understand, then you can use the concept to go to the store or our store to see which is the best product to create the best effectiveness for fishing. You can use this if you understand the vision of different fish, the different fish vision. You can use this for lure as well. So to create lure, different effect for the lures. So this concept will work as well. But you have to understand the vision of different fish because different fish have different vision. So for tuna, they can see silhouette, so it's similar to squid. So that's why people use pink color, red colored lure. That's very effective towards tuna. So for smaller fish, you can use different colors as well. So it's important to learn how to turn these different colored jigs to at the end to get this effect, silhouette, black color. Alright? So as I was saying, red color, once it past 5 meters, you start losing the color. So for orange, once you pass about 10 meters, and yellow about 15 meters, green about 25 meters, blue about 35 meters to 40 meters, and purple about 20 meters. But this is estimate as well, also depending on different water condition and different area as well, just depending on the light as well, how strong the light penetration as well. So this is what the general color will look like when it actually goes for the water. But in reality, what you see earlier, from here, we just give you a concept of the color as a whole. But in reality, the color is like that. So it's a gradient. So as your jig dive down, bit by bit, it slowly becomes different colors. So when you're going down the green, it becomes lighter green, darker green, slowly become darker green to the point where it becomes black at the end. So this is the gradient of different charts, show you the different gradient. So finally, what it actually supposed to look like is like that. So jig. So how do we turn this red jig into black color? So we want to turn it into a black. Why? Because squid see in black and white. So we want to turn from like that is what we see to what we can do to make the silhouette really strong against the different backdrop that the squid see, so that the squid can see our squid. When they can see it, they can attack it. If they don't see it, they don't attack it. Simple concept. So we have to see how we can create different silhouette from a jig to match different colors, to create a contrast between the different colors of the background. So for a red jig like that, as it dives down, once it passes 5 meters, it becomes a black jig going down like that. So for a yellow jig, as it dives down, you become black jig like that. So when it becomes black jig, what happens? The contrast becomes stronger when it becomes black and white. So you stick out and much better against the background for the squid to see it. So for example, a red jig like that. So when it first dives down, it's red. Then when it goes a bit deeper, the color fades. The red color fades and it becomes darker red. And as it goes deeper, it becomes darker to the point where it becomes black. So why you see a lot of companies, they use the red jig or red foil jig. That one, the foil, the body of the jig, I'll teach you in the next session. So in the meantime, I'll teach you about the colors that you can use for cloth. And for foil color, that I'll use this concept as well for the next class. At the meantime, I'll teach you the red colors is what happened that will create a best silhouette. That's what a lot of companies, they use red foil. You see a lot of online, they will say, oh, why use a black Jeep with a red foil? That's because of the reason. Because red is the first color to lose its shades and become black. That is why you create a best silhouette in the water. So, for yellow, same thing. Bright yellow, as it first dive in. As it goes down, you lose more shade. And then as it goes deeper, it becomes darker again. To the point, it becomes darker and black. For blue, it takes longer for it to become black, but you will say, why do you use blue jigs? Blue jigs in a clear sky, when the water is clear, a blue jig like that will stick out from the background when it turns black and white. So, because blue, you can see there's different shade of blue. So let's say if the water was this color, it's pretty clear, and the jig is this color. So when it becomes black and white, the background will be like that, and the jig will be like that. So it will stick out. And because the water is so clean, the squid can see the jig very clearly. So when the water is muddy and stuff, because it takes not clear, it takes longer for the jig to become black or blue jig, so it won't be effective because the gray of the milky water of the muddy water will actually sort of wash out of this with a similar color to that, and you won't see the jig because it takes so long to become pure black. So you actually, blue jig is not very effective when the water is not clear. That's the reason. So that is why red foil jig with black cloth, it works very well day and night as well because it creates the best silhouette. But if you want to be more effective to target squid, use different colors at different time. That is why we tell you to use blue during clear day. So blue is the same thing. When you start with a blue color, as you dive, it gets darker blue, and it becomes even darker. And the shade of blue, this is still blue, but it looks black, but it's not. It's because it's getting close to the bottom, to the point where it becomes pure black. Blue color is a natural color, so a lot of fish, it looks bluish, so that is why squid like it when it's clear sky and it's natural color. So, how do we turn, for example, a green jig like that? So, what is it useful for? It's good for daytime because it doesn't become black. It doesn't take a long time. It takes a long time to become pure black. So clear day will be perfect for this jig. But for Tsuriou, we make it different so that it's effective at certain time as well as even when it's dark, it's effective. Why? Like I said previously, we create the head to be different color. Brown contains red color, yellow color, and black color. So we create a silhouette on the neck once it's past 5 minutes. So there's a target zone for the squid to attack. That's the reason why this jig is more effective compared to other companies, because we have a strike zone of different color. So you look green as it goes down, but when green is shown like that, it's different shade, but the head area will be much darker as well. So the squid will tend to attack the head first, as we taught in the last lesson. So we create a target for them to attack, because brown contains red, yellow, and black, and it's similar. It's pretty much a dark orange color. So this area will become black pretty fast. So you create a silhouette of two different contrasts of colors. So it's crucial for learning this concept is because that you will need to use to understand what time of the day is good to use different type of jig. So that is why we created this concept different to other company, because it's crucial to know. A lot of people doesn't tell you why do you use red. There are a lot of people that say, oh, I use red and black and yellow jig. A lot of people just trial and error. So this is not trial and error. This is science. You need to understand the science so that you can better use the jig to effectively attract squid. When you go to the store, they have many types of jig in different colors. A lot of times it's just to catch customers' eye, to earn your money. But for us, we're not just here to do a business, but we try to teach you to fish effectively. When people fish effectively, they become enjoy the hobby. Then you catch more, you spend more time to actually go and fish, and actually will learn more, and actually will be willing to buy jigs that is actually effective. Because people get bored of it after you spend so much money trialing different companies' jigs, where there's a lot of them, but how many of them are actually effective? I can tell you that a lot of the big companies I used to use their jigs, and at the end of the day, I just use one or two from their each range. It's because that a lot of times, all the fancy colors and all these things, it's just pretty much just to target customers' attention and not the squid's attention. So once you learn this concept, you will know that different color act differently in the water. So it's important for you to use different color at different time. If you do not want to have a lot of different jigs, always carry jigs that have red foil with a black cloth or gold foil. Yes, gold color contains red inside as well. So gold foil and black cloth. These are jigs that will work day and night as well. So these are very important concepts that you need to learn. So with this concept, you understand how to turn different jigs to different effect in different depth. So from that onwards, you will be able to choose the right jig for the right time and to be effective as well. For us, at the moment, we don't cover the sunlight as well. The sunlight play a part as well. So let's say, if we're having a blue jig like that, the water is like this color, and the jig is this color. So, let's say the jig is this color, and the water is this color. So as the light, also the jig is this color, and the water is this color. As the light shine on it, it intensifies the color of the blue, so it becomes stronger. As it dives from this color, the jig will become this color. So when the sunlight shines on it, it intensifies to make the blue even brighter. So as it dives, we make it even stronger silhouette from the water as well. So it's a separation will be much better. So you have to see what type of sunlight is available. Why using orange, yellow jigs, pink jigs are good for sunrise and sunset is because that the sun contains those colors. So when you intensify your jig with that color, so when the jig dives down, you have the stronger silhouette contrast color created by the color from the sun as well. So it's good to understand this and have an idea to see how color correlates with the importance of creating silhouette. Silhouette is the main key to target squid vision. Because why? Squid are ambush predator. So it's important to know how to create the best silhouette under different conditions to target the squid. So always try to turn from this. Even if the water is cloudy, doesn't matter. To us, we can't see that it's clear. And do not be afraid to use black jig during the night, because squid see differently. Squid see black and white, so when they turn black and white, they can see it very clearly. Even the water is dirty, do not worry about it. Just use the red foil, will create the best silhouette. So anyone have any question in regards to this topic? So this is our own color concept that is totally different to other company. So this is what separates us from other company as well. So we teach you why do you have to use certain color and how to use it effectively. So that is why it's important to know this, that you actually help you to use it for other fishing as well. Because with this idea, you can choose the right jig and right lure rather than spending lots of money, not understanding why I keep using this and why it's that. And some people say, oh, my favorite jig is this color, my favorite jig is that, and you're going to try it, it doesn't work because you use it the wrong way and the wrong timing as well, because that area at that time the sunlight might be suitable for that, while at the place you're fishing is different condition, so it doesn't work as well as the others as well. So any question? So this is our color concept topic. Yes, if you struggle to choose the right jig, so for us we have a yin yang series. So our yin yang series is like that. So the yin yang series, a black jig with a red foil, will create the best silhouette. It's a good all-rounder squid jig that will work day and night. It's because they create the best silhouette. So even in cloudy water, it will still stick out. So it will still create a silhouette like that. But the background will be much darker gray, and this will still be visible. But this is all-rounder jig, but if you want to fish effectively, especially for land-based, land-based fishermen is more important to understand this concept compared to boat and kayak, because land-based, if you get this concept right, you will outfish anyone on the pier. It's because there's limited squid on the spot, and for land-based fishermen, you will actually need to know how to effectively use the colors as well as technique to outfish others. You'll see that while you're standing next to a person using the same color jig or different color jig, but why is he catching more than you? It's because of the technique as well as the color that he used, that have a slight variation to your color that actually make a difference. So our black and the other company's black might be different as well. So it's crucial, because like this, our new Ultimate Black is different to other companies' normal black. Why? It's red foil and it has a black cloth, and not only that, on top of that we have a coated UV to create another vision to target the squid other vision as well. So you need to, for this session, you need to learn about the silhouette, how to target squid silhouette vision. But for future, the next one we'll be teaching you about foil. Foil is important as well, to use different foil to target for different weather and situation. For land-based, it's really important because you will see the difference that color play a part in choosing the right jig play a part, and the technique as well. For boat, it's still alright because you don't go to a place where you're congregated with a lot of people. You can still throw around, use different technique to find the squid and go different spots as well. But for land-based, you don't. You just fish on the spot, and there's a limited amount of squid, so you have to work really hard to try to outfish other fishermen. So if you use the right technique, you will actually outfish people on the pier, and you'll see that effective jigs actually play. There's a really difference in effective jigs and non-effective jigs. That's why I say that spend on jigs that work well, not cheap or whatever jigs. But cheap jigs, yes, you might think it's cheap. If I lost it, I can just change new jig and stuff. But the amount of time you go fishing, spending your petrol and stuff, and you're not catching squid as effectively, then what's the point? End up you losing more time and money as well. So if you get the right jig, you spend on the right jig, you go there, you catch the squid, and you enjoy the hobby more, you will tend to be more happy and would like to go travel, to go spend more time to fish as well. In long run, you actually save more than spending lots of different jigs that doesn't work well. So that is important to learn the color concept as well as how to use the jig effectively, not only technique but the right colors as well. That is really important. So what else do you, any more questions? So white colors, you will ask why use white color? White color actually, the color of rainbow is all contained in white color. So depending on what light source of the day, why white color works in the day as well is because that depending on the sun. So if the sun is a bright blue sky, or the sun is very sunny day, where the sun is orange in color, when it shine on it, then this jig become orange color. So when it dive down, like orange color, you lose the shape and become silhouette much faster as well. So white jigs actually contains all color, so you absorb whatever color and reflect the color that is under based on the light source. So white color is because it works well part of that as well. So you can use white color for depending on different purposes, and for glow you have different effect as well. So glow, that's the way for the next session. So different colors play different part, so very important. So for example, our metal dragon jig, the new one, we have black and yellow color. You can see. And this is red foil, this is gold foil. So gold foil, gold contains red inside, and we make it yellow color neck area, so you create two-tone where it's a strike zone for the squid to target. So the black color of the body will become much darker black when it dives down, and yellow, it takes longer to become black, so you create a two-tone contrast of colors. So there's a strike zone right on the neck there for the squid to attack. Because squid tend to attack the head of a big fish to immobilize them first, so it's crucial for us to create a two-tone to target the squid attacking behavior. So I think that's it. So anyone have any questions or anything that you would like to know about color science? So remember, certain colors have long wavelength, low energy, so that they penetrate much shorter distance. Low energy, low frequency as well. So for other colors, high frequency, high energy, so they can penetrate deeper. All this will be having a write-up on our website with a video as well of to show you when the different jig dive down. It shows different tone as well. They'll be out in a week or two. So this information will be on our website later on. So you will learn that whenever you can't remember, you want to refresh, just head to our website and you'll be able to get the information. And finally, I'll announce that our new series of jigs will be launching tomorrow. So anyone that missed out on the pre-orders, you are able to order it tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll have all the jigs up for sale. So we total of 7 dragons and 4 yin yang series. 4 jigs under the yin yang series and 7 dragons under the dragon series. So these are some of the new jigs for tomorrow. We'll be launching on our website. So I'll just wait for a minute or two to see any more questions. If not, I think that's it for tonight. Just a simple, fast color concept. Next week is crucial. It's linked to the whole thing as well. So it's important for us to teach you the anatomy of squid, how they see, how they hear, how they taste, then to bring you to understand the color science, to how to target their silhouette vision. Then from next week, we'll teach you about different foil colors to target their UV vision, as well as the glow vision, as well as how to create silhouette with different foil colors, which will link to this. So different foil will actually link to this as well. With this better understanding, you will know how to use different jigs in different weather conditions and different time of the day, so which will in turn make it very effective to target squid. Any more questions? Remember this knowledge. So when you go to the tackle store, you can look at the color of the different jigs. You'll know that a lot of them is not effective. It's just to make it fancy to target the customer. So also for lures for fishing tuna and all these fish as well, try to understand their vision. Once you understand their vision, you'll be able to choose color that better target them. Jigs are effective when a lot of people, they don't see the difference between effective jigs and normal jigs. Because when squid in the feeding time during sunrise and sunset, they don't care. A lot of times they are just so aggressive that they forget about the colors. Whatever they see, they'll just bang, attack it. So a lot of people say, oh, I use this color, it works so well on these things, but they don't realize that it's effective is because not that they use the right jig, but it's because the squid is in the feeding mode, they disregard the color, so they just attack. But you want to see the difference in how effective a jig is during the non-feeding time, non-prime time, when they're more cautious and all these things. You will see that using the right jig is when either you catch or you're getting donut. So that is where you see the difference between effective and non-effective jig. So it's crucial that you learn how to use properly to choose the right jig for the right time to outfish people, outsmart the squid, and outperform other brands. So that's how you become a better squidder. I fish personally, I fish in land-based, kayak and boat. I can tell you that land-based, if you do not use the right technique and the right squid jig, you can be struggling competing with other people. But once you learn it the right way and the right technique, you will be bound to catch something rather than going home empty-handed. So that is why it's important to learn all this information. That will really help you as well. Yep. So I think that's it for tonight. And if you have any more questions, feel free just to leave it on the comments anytime, and I'll be happy to answer any question. Or feel free to message us our company message, and we'll be happy to have a chat whenever you need to have some tips or anything. Just feel free to message us. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next week. Don't forget,